Stillwater is a place that brings us all together. The Cowboy family, loyal and true. Different ages, different backgrounds, different dreams. It's where we learn, grow, meet friends, march, and cheer. It's late nights, pizza, and cheese fries. Downtown and the Strip. It's a place to connect with classmates, the community, and with the world. When it's time to move on, well, we may leave it, but it never leaves us. It's a place where we can always come back to see our family. We do that because it's home, and it always will be.
Welcome, everyone. It is my pleasure to present the Oklahoma State University Spring and Summer 2022 degree candidates from the College of Education and Human Sciences. And now, please stand for the entrance of the platform party and the faculty.
Interim Provost and Senior Vice President of Academic Affairs at Oklahoma State University, and I would like to welcome you to OSU's 144th Undergraduate Commencement Ceremony. Please join me in thanking the Oklahoma State University Pipes and Drums Band, led by Pipe Major William Tetrick, for leading our march. Please remain standing and join in singing our national anthem, followed by our state song, sung by Kennedy Conrad, a degree candidate for a Master's of Music.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bomb's bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Please be seated. We are very pleased to have the chairman of the Oklahoma State Regents for Higher Education join us today. I ask that Jeff Hickman please stand so we can recognize you and thank you for your tireless efforts in support of higher education. It is my pleasure to introduce the members of the OSU A&M Board of Regents who are with us today. I invite them to stand as I call their names. We will applaud them as a group. Our chair, Dr. Trudy Milner from Tulsa, and Billy Taylor from Muskogee. Thank you. I would also like to introduce members of the OSU administration who are here today. I invite them as I call their names to stand. We'll applaud them as a group. Dr. Doug Hollenbeck, Vice President, Student Affairs. Mike Waddell, Vice President, Operations, OSU OKC. Sheila Johnson, Dean of the Library. Richard Frohock, Associate Dean, Honors College. And John Peterson, Dean, College of Education and Human Sciences. Thank you. I now ask OSU Board Chair Dr. Trudy Milner to bring greetings to our degree candidates, followed by greetings from our Faculty Council Chair, Dr. Pamela Laverne, and then immediate past President of the Student Government Association, Jack Edwards.
Well, I guess I can officially say good evening. Dr. Mendez, candidates for degrees and guests, On behalf of the Board of Regents, I bring greetings and congratulations to the OSU class of 2022. We are so excited to celebrate and share this day with you. As this year's chair of the Board of Regents, it's an honor for me to be here with another one of my fellow regents. We're all proud OSU alumni that come from all parts of the state, so it's always wonderful to come together to spend graduation with our OSU family. It's an ultimate reward for us as members of the governing body, and that's why we do it. For many of us, our time at OSU has played a critical role in the development of successful careers and lives well lived. Many other factors will determine how you serve, work, and live. But on this occasion, we recognize just how important OSU is to all of us, to the administration, faculty, staff, students, and all who make OSU special. The Board of Regents says, thanks for a job well done. Graduates, we celebrate your decision to attend Oklahoma State University, and we salute you for finishing and coming to this finishing line, especially after what you've been through the last couple of years. We also thank those whose unconditional support helped you get here, to the parents, family members, friends, dedicated faculty and staff who have provided support to these graduates. Thank you for all you have done to make this day possible. Graduates, Oklahoma State University has made a difference in your lives and opened doors to a world of opportunities. May you enhance its name through your continued academic pursuits, your career, and your service to the greater good. Again, on behalf of the OSU A&M Board of Regents, congratulations.
Good evening. Did you know that Oklahoma State University has over 1,200 faculty members? As this year's chair of the OSU Faculty Council, it is my honor to represent all of those faculty members here today at Commencement and to bring congratulations from all of them to all of you as you receive your degrees tonight. On behalf of the OSU faculty, I also want to welcome all the family, friends, and guests who are here in person or watching online today. Thank you for everything you have done to support these students during their time at OSU. The last few years have been uncertain times for us all, but graduates, you succeeded in completing your degrees despite that. You achieved your goal. Many of you are the first in your family to earn a bachelor's degree. You and your loved ones should always be proud of that accomplishment. Thank you for letting the Oklahoma State University faculty go along with you on your journey. We are glad to have known you and worked with you, and we are so proud to see you sitting here in your caps and gowns today. We hope that you will always keep learning and that you will work to make the world a better place. Congratulations to all, and go Pokes!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I want to take a little bit of a creative approach for the minute or two that I have you here today, so just bear with me. I promise it's going to go somewhere. When I was growing up, my dad used to tell this rhyme from time to time, years growing up, and I thought there's no better day to share it than today. Two little frogs from inland bogs had spent the night in drinking. As morning broke, they both awoke with eyes bloodshot and blinking. As time was had to gather senses and breathe a prayer for past offenses, a farmer frail came to the swale and caught them quickly as blinking. Now the farmer, he was a guiltless man, and he put the frogs in a big milk can. Our friends began to shiver and quake as they sobered up on the cold milkshake. At last, one frog cried out in dread, "We are going to die, we are as good as dead." and with a moan, he quickly died. The braver frog, undaunted still, kept kicking with a right good will, until with joy, too great to utter, he found he'd churned a lump of butter. Jumping up on top of grease, he floated around with greatest ease. The moral of the story is, when things are tough all over town, don't go down, don't moan, don't mutter, because one more kick might bring your butter. For those of you that are following along, I think the bucket of milk represents the Big 12. And I think the frog that couldn't survive, I think that represents the University of Oklahoma. In all seriousness, it's been a fantastic year getting to serve you all as your student body president, and it's an honor to graduate alongside you today. I'm really excited to see what we all get to do in the next coming years together. And for the last time from me, Godspeed Oklahoma State and go Pokes.
Thank you, Regent Milner and Dr. Laverne and Jack for those words of encouragement. I would also like to recognize Dr. Kai Cole, Vice Chair of the Faculty Council, who served as the university's flag marshal today. We now move to an important part of our program today, the introduction of our keynote speaker. Author, TV personality, cooking icon, and renowned businesswoman Ree Drummond has made her hometown of Pawhuska, Oklahoma, famous through her book and Food Network show, The Pioneer Woman. A native of Bartlesville, Oklahoma, Ree has inspired thousands with her homespun recipes and stories. Ree began blogging in 2006, writing humorous stories about her family and daily life. A year later, she began sharing recipes and step-by-step photos of her process and expanded to other topics such as photography and gardening. By 2014, Drummond's website received 25 million page views monthly, with readership across the United States and in countries around the world. The blog was the launching pad for a series of successful cookbooks, an autobiography, a series of children's books, and her cooking show, which is in its 30th season. In 2015, Ree released her signature line of kitchenware, cookware, and home decor. In late 2016, Drummond and her husband Ladd opened the Pioneer Woman Mercantile in downtown Pawhuska. It was followed by several more Pawhuska businesses. Ree and Ladd have been married 25 years and have 5 children, including 2 college graduates, 2 current college students, and 1 high school student. We are honored to have such an amazing entrepreneur with us today. Please help me in welcoming Ree Drummond.
Hi, everyone. Go Pokes! I am so honored to be here at Oklahoma State, and I want to thank Dr. Shrum and OSU for allowing me to be a part of your big celebration today. I am so incredibly happy for each and every one of you, and this is just an exciting day and an exciting time in your life. OSU, as you all know, is a pretty awesome school. Am I right? And I know that you guys have signed on for a lifetime of support and connections and friendships that will last throughout your life. Have I mentioned I love OSU? Now, a disclaimer, I did not go to OSU. However, my parents both went to OSU. Hi, Mom. And my husband's parents went to OSU. So definitely by some like mystical academic sorcery, biological, I don't know what, my blood is orange. Very much like my hair. Okay, so enough about me. This day is about you. And I'm so happy to be here. It's a little tough to know what to say to a group of mostly young people who are on the precipice of the rest of your lives, especially considering it's been 30 years since I was in your shoes. And speaking of that, just a little trivia, so you have a little context of how long ago 30 years was, okay? 30 years ago, Miley Cyrus was born. Justin Bieber wasn't born yet. I'm trying not to be a regular mom. I'm trying to be a cool mom up here. Is it working? No, okay. A gallon of gas 30 years ago was $1.05. iPhone was on version, there was no iPhone 30 years ago. There wouldn't be for 15 more years. Of course, there were no apps. There was no Snap, no Insta, no TikTok, no algorithm, at least the social media algorithm we all know more and more about. And most importantly, 30 years ago, at long last, after a long struggle, mullets were finally going out of style. I think everyone who just clapped was a Gen Xer. Is that right? So I need to talk about mullets for a second. First of all, any graduating students with a mullet, raise your hand. Oh boy. Oh, 3. Okay. My son has a mullet. He's in college, and I don't understand it. I want to understand. Please help me understand, guys. Anyway, I could go on and on and on about what it was like 30 years ago, how different it is now, and we could all sit around and try to predict what it'll be like 30 years in the future, but that's absolutely impossible. So much has changed, I cannot imagine what the world is going to be like. So instead, I decided to come up with a small list of things to tell you. Things I wish I'd known when I was in your position. Things I wish someone had told me when I was at your stage of life. I wrote this list just for OSU graduates today, and I'm calling it my list of butts. Actually, I'm calling it my list of big butts. Because on the list I'm going to give you, on every item, there's a big butt in the middle. 1 T, not 2. Again, I'm trying to be a cool mom here. So here's my list. Number 1, always be ready to say yes. But don't be afraid to say no. Of course, you guys are going to want to embrace opportunities and experiences, and you should say yes to a lot of different things. But if there's one thing I've learned over the past many years, it's the power of saying no. Someone once said to me that when you say no to something, you're actually saying yes to something else. And so I like to put my decisions through that filter and think about it in those terms. Number 2, let your passion drive you and love what you do, but don't expect it always to tickle. Whether it's the career you love, or parenthood, or working in the community, or any vocation at all, it is work, it's schedules, it's deadlines, it's commitment, it's monotony. No matter if you work for someone or if you're a business owner, you gotta put in the work. It's a grind. There are just gonna be those days that it's a grind. So don't be afraid of the grind. It's just part of it. Enjoy the highs and the achievements along the way. So number 3, stick to your guns and stand up for what you believe in. But know that you are going to change and morph and evolve in the coming years of your life. I think about the strongest principles I held when I was in your position 30 years ago. And I still hold many of them, but others I have shed like skin through the years. And in almost every case, looking back, it feels like it revealed a better version of myself. And it's a continual process. Number 4, speak up and let your voice be heard. But also listen and try to understand. I love this quote by Stephen Covey. Most of us don't listen to understand. We listen with the intent to reply. I am definitely guilty of that. I try to stop myself because I have found, especially over the past few years, that I have learned the most profound lessons by listening to others. Number 5, believe in yourself and be proud of what you're going to achieve. But stay humble. I have a little story for you. So a few years ago, I had some of my Bartlesville High School friends out to the ranch for a fun weekend. I arranged for manicures and a couple of chefs to come and cook us a nice dinner. And I took the last manicure slot just as the dinner party was getting started. And before the woman who was doing my nails put the polish on, she pulled out a piece of paper and a pen. And she said, I hate to ask you this, but my niece is a huge fan, watches your show, and do you think I could get your autograph for her? I said, oh my gosh, of course. I took the paper. What's her name? Who should I autograph it to? So I signed it and gave it to her, finished the manicure. Went on with the dinner party, and toward the end, one of the chefs came over, and he was holding a piece of paper and a pen. And he looked a little shy, like he didn't want to impose. And so I wanted to make him feel comfortable. So I reached out, took the paper and pen, and I said, who would you like me to autograph this to? And he said, oh, ma'am, no, I'm sorry, that's the credit card receipt. So that was nice. One other quick little story. I was at a volleyball tournament with Paige, my daughter, in high school, and a man came up and was so excited about seeing me, wanted to take a picture. His wife's a big fan, and we had this great just interaction about how excited she was going to be when he sent her the picture of us. And as we were sort of parting ways, he said, yep, we love country music in our house. And I felt, I didn't know what to say, so I said, okay, bye, it was great to meet you. And we got even farther apart, and he turned around and said, say hi to Garth. So the only thing I wish is that I saw his wife's face when he texted her the picture. Told her who he'd met. All right, just one more thing on my list, and that is buckle up. You guys have some amazing times ahead and a few rough seas ahead, but enjoy the ride. In many ways, you guys are actually several steps ahead of my generation when we were in your shoes. Look at what you have been through the last 2 years. A global pandemic that interrupted everything in your lives. Yet, here you are, you came through the other side, and you did it, you made it. It's really amazing. And life is about to continue to unfold for all of you from this day forward. And just to list a few things: love, heartache, accomplishments, disappointments, new friendships, lost relationships, babies, maybe, the testing of faith, the deepening of faith, illness, injury, the loss of loved ones, triumph, laughter, fun times, tears, tragedy. I could go on, and I'm not trying to scare you. But when I look at that list, I can tick a whole bunch of these boxes, and I know everyone on this platform probably can say the same thing. And that's life. So don't be afraid of it, embrace it, do buckle up. It can get interesting, but have fun and laugh along the way. It really makes things more enjoyable. Thank you all so much for your incredible work, for representing Oklahoma State so beautifully, and go Pokes!
Thank you for those words of wisdom. We appreciate your time, you taking time out of your busy schedule to be here with us today. We're very proud to recognize the accomplishments of our graduating seniors who today are receiving their respective honors college degrees. OSU confers the honors hood on these students to recognize their outstanding academic accomplishments. Students receiving honors college degrees are denoted in the program, and I ask that all honors students please stand and be recognized as a group. Thank you. In recognition of outstanding scholastic achievement, it is now our pleasure to recognize the newest members of the OSU chapter of Phi Kappa Phi who are wearing Phi Kappa Phi cords to denote this distinction. This honorary scholastic fraternity is reserved for those whose academic ranking places them in the top 10% of the graduates. Will all members of Phi Kappa Phi in the graduating class please stand and be recognized? Congratulations and thank you. Among the graduates today, we are privileged to have individuals who have spent long hours training in our Reserve Officer training programs. These individuals represent the future of the United States military, either on active duty, in the reserves, or as members of the Oklahoma National Guard, and will serve as newly commissioned second lieutenants in the Army or Air Force. For this ceremony, will the newly commissioned second lieutenants please stand and be recognized? Thank you for pledging your service to our country. Before we present the candidates for degrees, I would like you to join me in recognizing a very special group of people. Without their efforts, this graduation would not be possible. Will the faculty representing Oklahoma State University this evening please stand and remain standing? I thank each of you for the guidance and the wisdom that you have provided to the students. The degree candidates here today are ready to exponentially increase the scholarship you have shared with them. Please join me again in applauding the faculty for their service to OSU and for representing their colleagues at the ceremony today. There is one additional group I would like to recognize and honor today. Would all the mothers in the audience please stand so we can thank you? Graduates, I hope you will honor and thank your mothers, not only tomorrow on Mother's Day, but throughout the year. And if you're not able to be with your mother this weekend, then call her, don't just text her. We will now begin the recognition of degree candidates by college. As you know, this afternoon we're recognizing candidates from the College of Education and Human Sciences. Degree candidates, please begin lining up for the presentation. Please be aware that we have professional photographers taking pictures of the candidates during the ceremony. We respectfully remind you not to come on the arena floor. Please remember that the last candidate across the stage is just as important as the first. Students, we ask that once you have completed your graduation walk, you please return to your seat and remain seated until the conclusion of the program. To commemorate your participation in the ceremony today, each of you will receive a watercolor painting of the Edmund Lowe Library by Professor of Architecture Mo Bilbezi. Each college selected an outstanding representative student to lead their college processional and to be on stage with their dean. These students and their respective deans will be introduced as we begin their college's traditional graduation walk. I would now like to introduce the Dean of the College of Education and Human Sciences, Dr. John Peterson. He will be congratulating the candidates, assisted by Associate Dean, Dr. Adrian Sinogo. The college's gonfalon was carried by L. McKinley Dembinski. L is a candidate for a bachelor's degree in design, housing, and merchandising with an option for fashion merchandising and a minor in apparel design and production marketing.
Cameron Peters.
Cameron Conferring.
Brian Anthony Wright.
Gwendolyn Nicole Riley.
Stephen Michael Paredes.
Kevin Raymond Kaiser.
Brandon Tyler Adams.
Camden Ellery Wilkins.
Dakota Evans.
Kenneth Scott Taylor.
Avery Catherine Reiswick.
Emma Kate Henley.
Kaylee Rachel Klein.
Lily Diana Sinnott.
Haley Claire Reinert.
Jasmine Jade Gavami.
Tara Elizabeth Groden.
Kira Lynn Ziola.
Elena Malsby.
Sarah Elizabeth Ludger.
Jackson Messinger.
Ariel Grace Esposito.
Ryan Owens.
Holly Jane Beckman.
Corey Jacob Feathers.
Caitlin Renee Jordan.
Diego Francisco Vincent.
Blaine Fife.
Jonah Davis.
Rick Edwards.
Abdul Bafron.
Trent Robinson Parentino.
Jennifer Ann Johnston.
Piper Louder.
Emily Cora Ely.
Ty William Lutz.
Madison Claire Sharp.
Alexandria Renee Laced.
Sydney Page Tholen.
Bethany Carlade Potts.
Halen Elise Kring.
Owen Navarro.
Langley Brennan.
Connor Gass.
Megan Patricia Ann Winters.
Michaela Elizabeth Williborn.
Jake Robert Bilger.
Jordan Lindsay Williborn.
Daniel Joseph Kurtenbach III.
Shelby Grace Sakira.
Cromer Allen Britton.
Josie Audine Baker.
Tiffany Grice.
Madison Mackenzie Burnett.
Ryan Lee Nelson.
Elizabeth Renee Mandrell.
Benjamin Wagner Fife.
Colton Shane Tafoiga.
Brendan Alexander Pierce.
Harley Jerry Carano.
JC Renee Wilson.
Emily Sasser.
Jack Lee Tyler.
Brianna Kenwisher.
Reagan Haskins.
Kaylin White Frierson.
Riley Goble.
Caitlin Nicole Meager.
Tyler Dean Winter.
Kenley Edinburgh.
Judd Minks. Olivia
Asian
Marie Patasi.
Asian Taylor.
Cora Leanne Ablos.
Keith Shad.
Lane Kyler Phillips.
Allison Teresa Callahan.
Justin Hirschman Jennings.
Star Marie Emery.
Ryan Edward Clement.
Elizabeth Ann Setter.
Aaron Vasilak.
Addie Grace Burleson.
Mitchell Xavier Groom.
Brooke McKenna Hall.
Christopher David Smith.
Brooklyn Paige Flores.
Lauren Ellen Daviesi.
Tony Weiss.
Whitney Brooke Thompson.
Cheyenne Wass.
Ashton Elizabeth Shiles.
Mason Hearn.
Shan Adrian Brasher.
Aya Dujani.
Gage Michael Truitt.
Madison Ramming.
Caroline Hannah Geist.
Hunter Batkins.
Isabel Hunter Posey.
Jessica Dye.
Kristen McClanahan.
Mackenzie Lee Payton.
Sarah Elizabeth Corcoran.
Courtney Page Bailey.
Ashton Sasser.
Olivia Caroline Keller.
Evan Michaela Garrett.
Presley Claire Hayes.
Elizabeth Ann Neiman.
Drew Thomas London.
Bailey Madison Cole.
Ethan Ryan Marlin.
Lillian Lauren Zach.
Zach Aaron Key.
Kelly Madeline Campbell.
Tess Marie Villarreal.
Naja Hadia Henderson.
Ava Ellen O'Reilly.
Beatrice Essel.
Zoe Elizabeth Ruley.
Brayden Blake Sweeten.
Abigail Grace Moore.
Keaton Allen Robinson.
Mackenzie Elise Lynch.
Benjamin Jet Johnson.
Hannah Dean Kobayashi.
Kylie Burnett.
Sydney Settle.
Mason George Pyatt.
Ryan Morgan.
Dora Grace Mallinger.
Kendall Jeremiah Thomas.
Taylor Regan Dawes.
Rahav Amateri.
Sophie Dawn Wortham.
Madison Rayanne Ward.
Brianne Dunlap.
Hannah Brooke Miller.
Grace Marie Wolf.
Peyton McLeod Miller.
Alyssa Challenge Schneider.
Isaac Ice Likely.
Blair Nicole Brantley.
Isaac Christopher Jones.
Jacob Trainer.
Mia Shea Bowers.
Glenn Smith.
Caleb Parker Davis.
Gabriella Michelle Rangel.
Deirdre Erin Moore.
Kelsey Danae Shelton.
Mackenzie Nicole Wickstrom Helms.
Alan Blair Hensley.
Kaylee Marissa Craig.
Michael Caleb Castro.
Olivia Dills.
Jake Ryan Donahue.
Carson David Ray.
Courtney Reeves.
Josh John Paul.
Grace Elizabeth Stevens.
Kelsey Nicole Stock.
Mackenzie Jordan Young.
Carrington Sue Hale.
Hannah Hope Lovell.
Jesse Gomez.
Gabby Lene Wells.
Monica Kickline.
Sabrina Nicole Hall.
Elena Ralston.
Madison Creekbaum.
Grace Ann Rosnowski.
Natalie Collier.
Mackenzie Tegan McLean.
Aaron Vaughn.
Michaela Lee Griffin.
Brianna Michelle Horn.
Meredith Janine Burke.
Hannah Kaylee Cornell.
Abigail First.
Hannah Sky Sanchez.
Madeline Sloniker.
Jordan Barrett Cadiglione.
Luke Durbin.
Deborah Danielle Woods.
Thomas Foreman.
Catherine Elizabeth Gaw.
Grayson Ream.
Casey Lynn Dehart.
Riley Page Briggs.
Tiaja Lasky.
Isabella Maria Galvin.
Robert Jeffrey Vandiver.
Casey Danette Cordray.
Sarah Cameron Stratman.
Noah Strong.
Anna Bray Turner.
David Scott.
Claire Elizabeth Mills.
Chelsea Reed Garrell.
Amara Renee Fields.
Kayla Danielle Canis.
Whitney Lauren Bishop.
Elizabeth Gray.
Stephen Daniel Wolverton.
Kayla Jasmine Lowe.
William Wooten.
Molly Elizabeth Patrick.
Parker Scarborough.
Kylie Kylie Renee Horton.
Mackenzie Carney.
Rachel Grace Emerson.
Maria Rose Gordon.
Lauren Ruth Witt.
Lauren Marie Goodwin.
Katie Alexandria Fan.
Casey Renee Cook.
Sarah Sherman.
Rebecca Bailey Schrader.
Tyler Thompson.
Tyler Austin Reg.
Adam Shoemake.
Joshua Kane King.
Tristan Bender.
Grant Taylor Glazeman.
Dylan Ivan Grimes.
Colby Goodwin.
Haley Brooke Ryder.
Joshua Bailey Smith.
Madison Paige Fairchild.
Carolyn Lorraine Lee.
Kenley Ray Linnell Taylor.
Corinza Teal.
Angel Marie Dewey.
Erin Elizabeth Ansley.
Anna Bashawn Heischer.
Brielle Lane Walker.
Madison Mary Parasoto.
Blair Danielle Sears.
Caitlin Marie Shea.
Abigail Nicole Sean.
Brittany Ann French.
Morgan Michelle Malgate.
Tyler Ann Walgamon.
Amy Blankenship.
Valerie Marie Schumacher.
Emily Iva Alyssa Mendy.
Abigail K. Toller.
Abby Lee Puckett.
Taylor Nicole Burke.
Carolyn Elise Cook.
Jenna Shea Wines.
Emma Grace Eastep.
Mackenzie Marie Erdley.
Kaylee Ann Dawson.
Elizabeth Ann Rodriguez.
Grace Marie Chaudette.
Abigail Ann Wilton.
Lillian Grace Schultz.
Elizabeth Burt.
Nathaniel James Barta.
Victoria Claire Christie.
Carly Marie Flegg.
Rachel Kotoff.
Lindsay Nicole Lorette.
Julie Marie Wright.
Claire Elise Miles.
Hannah Lassiter.
Taylor Ann Miller.
Alexandra Jade Rubido.
Natalie Elizabeth Dean.
Trey Morgan Hodgen.
Ella Kate McDonald.
Daniel Solera Ferreira.
Samantha Casadente.
Madison Emily Taylor.
Rachel Marion Archangel.
Janaya Lanise Wright.
Lindsay Renee Hill.
Angelica Kaylin Thomas.
Warren Wilkerson.
Haley Fox.
Clara Marie Cox.
Anna Coffey.
Ashley Ann Hatter.
Georgia Yowell.
Haley Elizabeth Williams.
McKinley Hollowell.
Kaylee Madison Maury.
Isabella Cantu.
Miranda Rose Strife.
Abigail Ryan Massey.
Austin James Harris.
Abby Rose Schmidt.
Sydney Elizabeth Ziegler.
Sydney Nicole Patrick.
James Wyndham.
Jessica Howard.
Kylie Stanley.
Kennedy Cole Davis.
Madison Brown.
Morgan Nicole Havenick.
Corey Reed Trotter.
Victoria Townley.
Jake Walter Schulze.
Brianna Sumwalt.
Andrew Charles Stark.
Kiernan Alexis Ann Lewis.
Hunter Edward Bishop.
Leah Renee Reedy.
Jeffrey Adam Cabello.
Allie Brown.
Jacob Ryan Decker.
Catherine Rose Etheridge.
Tatiana Rashawn Coleman.
Catherine Suzanne Campbell.
Matt C. Harris.
Madison Page Lohman.
Marcine Charisse Antonio.
Grace Marie Yocum.
Taylor Scott Fly.
Hampton Leo Jinsky.
William John O'Hare.
Meredith Lynn James.
Garrison Gregory Grima.
Haley Williams.
Nicholas David Garcia.
Victoria Elizabeth Cargill.
Kenley Ryan Haynes.
Tally Jordan Ann Lynch.
Kinsey Jones.
Erica Montana Dinkle.
Jordan Langford.
Alicia Jane Chain.
Sydney Ricks Archer.
Trayla Ann Bentz.
Isabella Ashley Green.
Braylee Gilbreth.
Kylie Burleson.
Melissa Ann Wynn.
Riley Dubois.
Abigail Marie Crenshaw.
Carly Jones.
Bates Warbs.
Kaylee Dawn Washington.
Jenna Roderick.
Rachel Slater.
Shanshasi Rain Lichty.
Karen Jean Sundstrom.
Brianna Johnson.
Elisa McClary.
Callie Jane Shore.
Cameron Blake Dilney.
Haley Nicole Hill.
Carson Tyler Trumbull.
Madison Smith Sinka Palmy.
Israel Elisha Antwine.
Victoria Bradley DeWitt.
Savannah Chambers.
Sarah Jane Koski.
Claire Louise Donahoe.
Shaquila Unique Anderson.
Alexa Grace Shuley.
Catherine Cheyenne Kaiser.
Sadie Ann Freud Denberger.
Tate Calvin Schneider.
Peyton Max David.
Rose Ibis Perez.
Chipper Lane Skelton.
Haley Joy Bearden.
Caleb Noel Clark.
Hannah Claire Gamby.
Andrew Marcos Speltz.
Atia Morris.
Christian J.T. Campbell.
Kendall Minaldi.
Zane Montgomery.
Callie Lynn Cooper.
Blake Nolan Lewis.
JC May Grand Leonard.
Ian Michael Yates.
Shelby Brooke Ard.
Nathan Carter Ingalls.
Kendall Marie Billiou.
Alexander Jacob Parks.
Angelica Musisas.
Logan Louise Gentry.
Catherine Rose Pierce.
Lauren Madison Hammond.
Diane Johnson.
Elizabeth Decker Dillingham.
Kristen Houston.
Kennedy Field.
Anna Maria Dominguez Jameson.
Ellie Suzanne Bays.
Miriam Alamhami.
Carly Grace Metcalf.
Nathaniel Lloyd Masters.
Riley Elizabeth Boken.
Giselle Endemo.
Riley Rachel McHugh.
Alicia Wilson.
Hannah Nicole Belville.
Amna Abdulaziz Ali Samabida.
Julia Nicole Colby Aguirre.
Deontay Cruz.
Paige Marisol Hawkins.
Brooke Thomas.
Mallory Hope Bryan.
Michaela Travers.
Elizabeth Kelly Musa.
Christian Barber.
Brandon Allen Reed.
Madison Daniel.
Keaton L. McKay.
Sydney Elizabeth Hawks.
Trent Everett Alford.
Abby June Ray.
Isaac Robert Estrada.
Jeriana Jones.
Clifford Connor Richardson.
McKenna Ayers.
Blake Alexander Bauer.
Zoe Clement.
Caitlin Francis McCord.
Annika Erickson.
Ian Hebert.
Courtney Swink.
Hunter Allen Fuller.
Mason William Hornet.
Whitney Leanne Kaiser.
Madison Birch.
Hudson Dean Hedges.
Rebecca George.
Rachel Elizabeth Clark.
Haley Lee Hamrick.
Abby K. Jordan.
Christina Marie Melisick.
Hannah Rose Stadler.
Tara Ashlyn Burton.
Eunissa Dawn Blanky.
Reagan Lowe Kaiser.
Kiana Jariah Schutz.
Caroline Grace Hudson.
Joseph Gillespie.
Sarah Ann LaValle.
Kennedy Grace Kerr.
Reese Morgan Randolph.
Natalie Claire Yaden.
Sari Nicole Gilmore.
Madeline Marie Baden.
Emily Michelle Arthur.
Olivia Ann Autumn Teeter.
Carly Elizabeth Kennedy.
Carolyn Holker.
Madison Jane Myers.
Deanna Michelle Morton.
Bryn Elizabeth Mauser.
Garen Dudley.
Alexander Brooke Curtis.
Elizabeth Ann Hurt.
Avery Dawn Curtis.
Logan Sadler.
Talal Mansour Hashim.
Anna Perry.
Abdulaziz Al-Shari.
Cheyenne Janae Bartling.
Muhammad Abdullawi.
Mallory Rianne Scott.
Abdul Rahman Madrashi. Muhammad Aliami.
Meredith Hope Victoria Bussett.
Abdul Mohsen Salim Benefif.
Emily Leah Cinnamon.
Yasser Al-Amri.
Katerina Jacqueline Rister.
Naif Al-Harthi. Caden Joshua Robertson. Brisa Iana Gutierrez. Chandler Gail Henderson. Second Lieutenant Austin Ray Newkirk. Ian Anthony Warbing. Abby Danielle Kistner. Cade Cooper Johnson. Carolina Yanis. Destiny Moon. Danetta Moon. Alexis Samuels. This concludes the recognition of the graduates from the College of Education and Human Sciences. Please join me in congratulating them.
Would all candidates please rise? On the recommendation of the respective faculties and deans of the colleges, and with the approval of the Board of Regents for Oklahoma State University and the Oklahoma State Regents for Higher Education, it is my distinct privilege as Interim Provost and Senior Vice President of Academic Affairs at Oklahoma State University to confer upon each of you the degree for which you will be recommended, and to invest you with all of the rights, honors, privileges, and obligations pertaining thereto. Congratulations. please change your tassels from right to left. Those of you with the OSU class ring, please turn the OSU to face out, thus signifying an important milestone in your lives. I hope you know how proud we are of you and your accomplishments. I hope you will remain true to your alma mater, come back to campus when you can, and wear bright orange every chance you get. As new alumni, may the words which you are about to sing take on a very special and lasting meaning for all of you as we join in singing the alma mater hymn led by Dylan Shane Aaron, candidate for a bachelor's degree in university studies. Thank you for coming to OSU's Commencement, the student processional, which will be after the platform party and faculty recess, will lead all degree candidates outside to the south side of the stadium. Family and friends, we encourage you to join your graduates outside and enjoy the rest of your evening. Go Pokes!